Cougar versus grizzly bear. Who wins this fight? In the North American wilderness, cougars and bears are equally feared, especially by hikers. Cougars prefer to sneak up behind and bite the neck. Meanwhile, bears prefer to confront face to face and rip apart. This stealthy felid dash goes by several names, including mountain lion, puma, and cougar dash, and is among the most adaptable big cats in the world. The grizzly bear is a large bear from North America, sometimes referred to as the brown bear or silvertip bear. The grizzly is an awesome, feared yet admirable animal. It has been acclaimed as the second largest carnivore in North America. Size and description. Cougars vary between 5 to 9 feet, 1.5 to 2.7 meters from head to tail, while males can weigh up to 220 pounds, 100 kilograms. Females weigh less, topping out at nearly 140 pounds, 64 kilograms. The cougar is a type of cat which is large and slender with a short, coarse coat. Its color ranges from yellowish to grayish-brown, except for the belly, which is a paler color. The chest and throat are whitish. Their nose is pinkish, with a black border extending to the lips. There are black stripes on its muzzle, and the areas behind its ears and the tip of its tail are black. The eye color of the adults is grayish-brown to golden. They have a long cylindrical tail that measures about 1/3 of their total length. Their limbs are muscular and short, and they have broad feet with 5 digits on the front feet and 5 on the back feet. The grizzly bear is a large mammal with a notable hump of muscles over its shoulders. This animal is the second largest species of bear. The legs are strong with huge paws. Their claws are rather long on their front feet, allowing them to dig their dens as well as dig for food. The ears are relatively small and the face is concave, while the head is large with powerful jaws. These animals have thick coats, varying in color from black to brown and blonde. The guard hair of these animals is longer, sometimes having white tip, which gives them a grizzled appearance. The males are heavier than the females and can weigh up to 880 pounds, 400 kilograms. A large female will weigh up to 440 pounds, 200 kilograms. Male grizzly bears can grow to be a height of 6.5 feet tall, 2 meters, when they are standing on their hind legs. Range and habitat. The geographic range of the cougar is the greatest of any large wild terrestrial mammal in the Western Hemisphere, from Canadian Yukon through the US, Central and South America to the southern tip of Chile. Cougars were extirpated from the eastern and central parts of North America within 200 years following European colonization, except for the remnant subpopulation in South Florida. Cougars live in a wide variety of environments, including montane coniferous forests, grassland, swamps, lowland tropical forests, dry brush country, and any other areas that offer adequate cover and prey. They use dense vegetation, rocky crevices, and caves for shelter. Grizzly bears once roamed throughout the entire western United States, south into Mexico, including the Great Plains, and along rivers in desert habitats. Populations persisted in the northern Rocky Mountains, including Yellowstone and Glacier National Parks, and in northwestern Montana and extreme northern Idaho, next to Canada. A large population of grizzly bears lives inland in Alaska and northern Canada. The southern populations in Canada's British Columbia and Alberta are greatly reduced. The habitat of the brown bear is usually riparian areas. These bears live along rivers and streams in prairies alpine meadows, woodlands, and forests. Food habits and hunting. Cougars primarily feed on large mammals, preferring deer, but they will also eat coyotes, porcupines, beaver, mice marmots, hares, raccoons, birds, and even grasshoppers. They kill by stalking to within 30 feet of their prey before pouncing from its hiding place. It leaps onto its victim's back and bites into the neck and holds with its sharp claws. Although grizzly bears are thought of to be carnivores, they are actually omnivores. Their prey includes large mammals such as moose, deer, bison, caribou, and even black bears. The bear will move in a zigzag pattern, nose to the ground, hoping to find unsuspecting animals to feed on. In coastal areas, grizzly bears also feed up on fish such as salmon, bass, and trout. Coastal grizzly bears tend to grow larger than inland bears because of their protein-enriched fish diets. Grizzly bears also support their diet with pine nuts, sedges, bulbs, roots, berries, grasses, and various rodents. Behavior. Cougars are solitary animals and keep away from other individuals except during mating. Males will keep together immediately after having left their mother, but hardly ever as older adults. They are primarily nocturnal. Although capable of sprinting, cougars are typically ambush predators. The cougar is capable of breaking the neck of some of its smaller prey with a strong bite and momentum bearing the animal to the ground. The cat drags a kill to a preferred spot, covers it with a brush, and returns to feed over a period of days. Cougars communicate through visual and olfactory signals, and males will often make scrapes in the snow or soil. The noises they make include hisses, growls, and bird-like whistles. The grizzly bear is a territorial animal leading a solitary life. The bears usually forage in the mornings and evenings, resting in cover by day. However, they are active at any time of the day. They spend the winter months in dens, entering a dormant state. Grizzly bears are not full hibernators, so can be woken at any time. Their dens are usually caves, hollow logs, or crevices. From time to time, grizzly bears congregate into large groups to feed. The groups have social hierarchy system based on age and size. With the coming of autumn, some individuals travel hundreds of kilometers in search of a suitable source of food. Therefore, in a one-on-one battle between a cougar and a grizzly bear, who would win? Grizzlies are much bigger and much heavier than cougars by about 3 to 4 times. Grizzlies can also hunt much bigger game than the cougar, such as bison, an animal that the cougar could never hope to defeat. So in a fight to the death, the much stronger and bigger grizzly is going to have an easy time overpowering the cougar. Essentially, an extremely aggressive and resilient cougar may be able to chase off a bear and win the fight if the larger animal doesn't feel a conflict is worth the risk. After all, animals, especially solitary predators, don't just fight to the death. Cougars are very good killers. A cougar is a peerless stalker and has the tools to lower the boom on even a large, strong, and gallant animal like an adult elk. Even though an elk will outweigh a cougar by about a 4-to-1 ratio, if the cougar gets on the elk's back or is able to take it by the neck, it kills the elk. On the other hand, when cougars are attacked face-to-face by even a couple of dogs, they invariably turn and run like the wind, and most of the time they take to the trees. It would be impossible to imagine even a pack of dogs treeing a grizzly bear. Against a cub or a young bear, if the cougar could take the bear by surprise, land on its back, dig in with its claws and bite the neck, then yes, the cougar could kill the bear, even if the bear was twice the cougar's size. But against a mature grizzly going face to face, my bet would be on the much bigger, much stronger bear every time. A grizzly bear is much bigger and stronger than a cougar. To add, the very thick hide and fatty layer under the bear's skin would prove very problematic for the cougar to effectively slash and bite through to cause enough sufficient damage to kill the bear. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button.